Hello, and thank you for joining Paper Crafting with Tracey. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pinwheel card. And it's another card that you can use up some of your smaller pieces of designer series paper. And the paper that I'm using is from the new catalog, annual catalog, that comes out at the beginning of May. And this one here is called Full of Life. It's a 6x6 pack. And there are so many colors you can see in this pad, so that gives you an idea of the one side, and then the other side is more kind of watercolor designs. So many possibilities. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is I've chosen some blueberry bushel. A couple of squares here, and I will put the measurements on my blog for you. And all we're going to do is glue them together like so. Okay, this is how it makes this card much easier to do. So I'm just going to put some tape here in the center, because again, I don't want the corners done. So sometimes I find it easier when doing these, trying to make it a little bit more even, is if I line this up here with some of the lines on the grid paper. And then when I go to line it up here, you can see how that made it much easier. Now I just make sure so I can see I've got some even squares on either side. And there we go. Okay, so now you're going to take all these designer series paper here, and I've got two sides, and I'm going to use kind of the watercolored side, and then this other side, I think they're all kind of the same, so I'm going to use the square side. And we'll just get some glue. And you're going to start with one piece, and all you want to do is glue one side of it, and just a little bit of it, because you need to leave a spot open. Oops, that came out way faster than I was expecting. Okay, no, I apologize. I've got my cat that is coming to explore, wondering what is going on in here. So if you hear some noise, that's all it is. Okay, so I've put some glue on just one side, and you're going to use, oops, like I said, she wanted to come explore. Okay, and then you're just going to take the next one, and this one you can actually put glue on the whole thing, because now is when we are overlapping, and you're just going to use the corners of your border like so. And then we'll go on to the next one. Oops, got some glue on me. And you're just going to keep working your way around. Move this more in your field of view there. And you don't want to leave too much of a border, because everything should be kind of meeting in the center. Okay, we're almost there. And if you haven't done so already, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel. Okay, so you can see how these two here are just about to butt up against each other, which is what you want. So what you can do before you start laying them around is look and see just how much border it's going to give you. Now this one here, I'm still going to glue up the whole piece. But this is why you didn't put glue on this side. And this one can be a little bit tricky to get in. So we're just going to kind of manipulate it a little bit. It will fit. You just got to squish it around. There we go. And now you're going to put some glue on that piece just to hold it all down. And there we have it. Okay, our pinwheel design is done. So now we're just going to adhere everything to our card base. So I got a piece of white DSP, and I'll just get my tape here. Oops. Like so. I'm going to adhere that to the center. Oops. Make sure that's straight. There we go. And then I'm going to adhere that to, actually before I adhere that, I'm going to stamp my sentiment on there. And I'm just using a sentiment from Layering Leaves, this stamp set here, and I'm going to do this one, Thinking of You, as I did Thank You last time. Okay, and I chose sentiments that have a little bit of a notch out that kind of fit right underneath the point. You'll see what I mean here in a sec, just like so. And that's all I need to ink up. So I'm going to use matting of the blueberry bushel as well. Oops, get that out from underneath while I'm trying to put tape on. Oops. And now I'll attach this to my card base, which my card base is just a piece of thick, basic white. Oops. And now you might notice that the center of the pinwheel is just slightly off. So I'm just going to use some glossy dots that I've got here, and I will put one in the center. So I think I will get one here. I don't have my take a pick tool handy here, so I'll just use my scissors to lift it up. Stick that in the center, and there you have it, a pinwheel card that was a way to showcase your designer series paper. So I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Paper Crafting with Tracey. Please subscribe to the channel, and happy stamping.